What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Nonsense live stream. It's Yaga. We're live. Woo! Been a couple weeks. My apologies. With Mother's Day and Memorial Day, it's just like, who the fuck's gonna watch on the weekend anyway? So I was like, fuck it. I didn't feel like doing it. Plus, nobody was gonna be fucking tuning in. It was just a busy couple weeks. You know what I mean? And if I'm honest, I just didn't do it. But I'm here now, so hey everybody, what's up? Yeah, just kind of checking in, man. I don't have much to talk about except for, what else isn't going on in this world but crazy shit. Roseanne gets canceled before it really even started for some racist tweet, allegedly. I don't know if you follow on Twitter at all, but I went and read the tweet and it didn't really seem racist, but I guess everybody's just so fucking butthurt by anything that anyone says these days. It's just amazing to me that, it's the world we live in, folks. We live in the world where you can't say anything without people getting offended. It's really sad, that we can't, that we can't deal with shit like adults, And everybody who's got a little bit of power and money is trying to like make people fucking pay for words. That's fucked up, man. It's pretty scary shit too. If you don't think so, go check out, the socialist Soviet Union, see how that went. Communism didn't work out too well for the Stalin era. People who want that kind of shit don't really even know what it's about. Such thing as bad language. You know what I mean? When you swear. Like, I don't even know what group of people came up with swearing and thought this is not the thing you want to say. Fuck, shit, bitch, cunt, whore. That's just me. I like it. I mean, if you're swearing every other word, yeah, it's like aesthetically displeasing, like fucking bitch, fucking, every time that motherfucker sat in his fucking chair, you fucking wouldn't have known that I was fucking mad. If he fucking did his job, then fucking maybe, that's a little excessive. I get that. But if you're just like, you stub your toe and the first thing that doesn't come out of my mouth is, oh, poopy. It's more like, fuck, I get pissed. So I don't know. I just find it funny when we try to censor things. But how's everyone doing, man? I know I haven't done any videos in a while, and I was being consistent, and here we are. But I'm gonna get back on to 2 a week, guys, with the live stream. It's just, sometimes it's like you dedicate yourself to this fucking hour during the week, and then just some important shit happens, and you got to deal with it. And that's fine. That's why the live stream wasn't at noon today. It's much, much later. So my apologies with that. Other than that, I've been working out a lot. Give you an update. The last 2 months, I've been just like lifting free weights. And I feel it, man. I'm feeling getting some shape to these noodles. I like it. I feel good, too. Like, when you first start doing that kind of shit, like start exercising or working out, whatever it is, you don't want to. I mean, you want to, I think. At least I wanted to, but I just didn't want to. There's like a time in my life I always just wanted to have a fit body. But I had to be honest with myself. I just wanted it. I wasn't willing to do the work to get there. These fucking nuts who live in the gym all day. I'm not that guy. I just decided 30 minutes a day of free weight lifting, lots of reps. That's all I need to do to tone up. That's what I'm doing. I'm still eating better. Look at me. I got color too, by the way. My pasty ass white fucking ass sitting outside. Excuse me. Oh, ate my lunch, which was a steak. And that's how I'm keeping fit. A lot of protein. I don't really crave sugar. It's great, man. I know there's a friend of mine on YouTube, Dave, who's doing the keto diet, and he's been losing weight, and he's loving it. And I'm proud of you, Dave. Keep it up, man, because I wouldn't say I'm really doing a keto diet, but I just really do eat meat and veggies and some snacky food here and there, but I don't I don't eat shit. I don't eat sugary shit, but I love me some cookies and cake, It's all moderation. But, it's easier said than done, man. It takes good habits and discipline, which I've talked about before. I talk to people who like want to make changes in their life. Like everybody always wants to make some kind of change, whether it's, they don't want to be an asshole, so they want to act a little nicer, or maybe they want to lose some weight, or, maybe they don't want to, whatever. But nobody's willing to ever do the shit. Nobody's ever willing to look at themselves and go, you're the fucking problem. The only person stopping you from doing all that shit's yourself. And so why aren't you doing it? Because you're not being honest with yourself. It's like you want to do it, but you don't really want to do it. It took me a few years to get to the point where I actually wanted to start doing free weightlifting, and now I'm doing it. And now I'm like, all right, this is fun. I feel like even I'm sleeping even better than I was before. I have more energy. It's so much better than it was before. So I'm going to keep this live stream short too. It's more like a check-in thing because there's too many fucking people in my house right now. And when there's people, this is what real life looks like. This whole facade of like, I just wish I was like out there in the world. Like, no, this is real. I'm just a dude sitting in a room with a camera and I got some fucking cloth background behind me to make it look like everything's great. Nope, just a dude. Just a dude who's discovered some good information, and sometimes I just like to relay that to you folks. But not just somebody who quotes books and then spouts that shit off. I hate that. I can't stand people who like say they read all these books and know all this knowledge and all these ideas and concepts, but apply none of it to their life. In other words, you're full of shit. And it's just funny to me. Like, you can quote whatever book you want. You can quote somebody else's quote. You can quote the Bible. You can quote whatever. But unless you're actually, when you blast that shit out there, applying that to your life, you're just trying to look good. You're just trying to like look like everything's fine, but in reality, you're not. So when I post shit or I talk about stuff, it's because I actually do this shit in my life today. I didn't always. I spent the first 30 years of my life living a certain way. And then I decided, I go, you know what? This shit's just not working for me anymore. Like, it could be better. I can be better. I know I can be better. So what do I have to do? I don't know. I just had to start taking stuff, one day at a time and figuring it out, man. Like, just little bits and pieces of information as it came to me. I did a lot of trial and error, and here I am. Now I'm willing to actually be physical. I didn't always want to. I hated gym in school. Like, oh, you got to run a mile today. Because I think it's because people told me I had to do it, And I'm a person who doesn't like being told what to do. I got to kind of do it myself if I want to. But I do need a little encouragement here and there because I'm a human being. I need a little nudge, a little push. Everybody just needs a little push. Because you just need that little bit of nudge to get you going in that direction. And that's why we need people. Because by myself, I would just fucking nothing. Nothing would get done. Everything would fucking, I'd be doing nothing. That's my favorite thing in the world, to do nothing. But if I'm honest with myself, I talk to other people, I go, all right. I look at people say like, with the working out thing, I go, all right, what are you doing that's working? I don't just take people. There's too many fucking diet fads and bullshit and information that's like 5 days new that people are like, this really works. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't know if it works. I don't know if it works. I just know from my own life experience, and I relate that to that. It's like with the food stuff. There's all these fucking stupid ass diets. There's all these people telling you do this, do that, blah, 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 blah. I just look at it as simple nature. I go, 200 years ago, there were no grocery stores. We either had to hunt our food, farm our food, and that was it. It was live meat that you slaughtered and you cooked, and vegetables and fruit. That was it. And I guess we kind of survived on that. for many thousands of years before modern food came into play, where it's all synthetic bullshit and pumped with corn syrup and sugar and blah, 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 doo doo, and it's shaped like a piece of food, but it's not real food. So just think about that idea for a minute, you know? Farming your own food, fruits, vegetables, people hunted, or they farmed their animals, cows, pigs, chickens, whatever. There's your food. So in other words, stick to meat, vegetables, and fruit, and stay away from all the synthetically processed crap. I think we'll be okay, because that's what I do. Don't get me wrong, I like dumb shit. Like, I eat Oreos every now and then. It's like, I'm not fucking perfect. Don't like, just never eat that stuff. It's just a suggestion. But I can tell you this much, the less you eat that shit, the less the craving for it is, the better you feel up here, the better you feel physically. That's just me, though. That's where I'm at today. It's not, I don't like to sound preachy because I hate that shit, but I'm just telling you from a guy who at one point in his life thought everything was stupid. Everything. The people that went way too fucking hardcore at the gym were stupid, but I also thought the people that were so fucking fat and lazy and didn't get off their ass and do anything were stupid. I'm not saying I found a middle ground. I'm just saying I balanced it out a little, I guess. Not really that, because I don't want to be the fat, lazy piece of shit on the couch who's just chucking down gallons of pop and shitty fast food. But I also am not the guy who becomes super obsessed. Because if you think about that, those are two of the same people. You're like, what? How can the guy who's super healthy and go to the gym, that's all he does be? And then the fat fucking person who's so goddamn lazy to do it. I'm like, I believe they're just two different sides of the same coin. Because over-motivated, lack of motivated. You know what I mean? Like, people who go to the gym and just live there all day to get these fucking bodies are nuts. They're out of their mind because that's all they think about. So they're self-centered narcissists. No, they're not. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Okie dokie. I'm not saying they're not good people. I'm not saying that's not a good thing to have, but that becomes your life. People on the fat side, that becomes their life. I wish things would change. They're sucking down a extra large fucking Sprite. The lack of willingness to do something and the abundance of willingness to do something, gotta come somewhere in the middle. For me, at least, it does. Because, like I said, I don't want to become a gorilla and just live in the gym. But I think 30 minutes a day, twice a day, working out with some free weights and stuff, I'm willing to do that. It's not much. Plus, I'm like, oh, man, I want to today. If you don't want to do something, chances are, folks, you're probably not going to want to do it. It's just like, I just think of my whole life. Like, when I was in school, they're like, today we're going to run the mile. And you're like, ugh. I mean, I wasn't an athlete. That wasn't my thing. I'm a creative type. I do a lot of funny shit. I'm an artist. I don't do fucking running miles and shit like that. I wasn't into sports. So it's like when people tell you, you got to do this, it's like, it's not what I want to do. But I get like, but in school, we're kind of like, at least when I was in school, today, fucking public school is disgusting. It's an indoctrination of fucking ridiculous proportions, but I don't want to get into that because that'll be a whole live stream in itself. But when I was a kid, at least in school, they did give you, like, you did have to take classes whether you wanted to or not, but at least it opened you up to, like, ideas and stuff and hobbies that you might actually be interested to. Like, you had to take music class, you had to take art class, you had to take gym class, you had to take all these other fucking classes, and maybe you didn't want to. But at least it exposed you to that shit. And then, you kind of gravitate, I think, what you're good at and what you as a kid and as you become an adult. Like for me, I know I've always been kind of goofy and funny. I'm a big nerd. And I know I've never wanted to just do one career job my whole life. I just don't. I just don't. I don't know. I don't see myself doing one thing forever. You know, it's just weird. Well, it's not thinking about your future, Matt. I'm like, I don't know what the future holds, man. I just live in today, and I feel pretty good about that because I don't have to worry about a bunch of shit like everybody else does. And that's all they're living for. How am I going to get money? How am I going to do this? How am I going to pay for that? How are we going to plan our 401k? Fuck. It's a waste of life. I like to find some deeper meaning, a little bit more, you know, to the soul, man. The energies and auras and everything like that. But, I don't know. Where am I even going with this shit? Willingness. There we go. If I want to do something, I do it. If I'm willing to do something, I do it. When I'm not willing and I don't want to do it, I just don't. You know? That's all there is to it, man. Find out what you're willing to do. But also be willing to maybe sometime to try new things that you don't really want to do. You know? Recently, I've been doing that a lot lately. I'm like watching movies that 4 years ago I would have had no interest in. Like, such a piece of shit. But if I look at it from a different perspective, it's not so bad. And if I go in there with an open mind and no expectations, then I'm doing all right. I'm reading a lot more about how to be in the now and stuff. I've read a ton of books lately. And I actually take these ideas and concepts, like I said, I don't just spout this shit out there. I'm almost finished with Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life book, which is really good. If you don't know who Jordan Peterson is by now, you really need to watch his lectures because they're fucking great. And just you can find him on YouTube. He's huge right now. I think I'm going to start rereading The Power of Now. And I'm getting into some other stuff too, like I bought DMT, the spirit molecule, so I want to learn about that stuff. The third eye and, you know, what psychedelics can do to the mind and stuff like that. And I'm not condoning stuff, but, you know, at the same time, I'm open-minded, dude. I feel like we have all these answers and we block off a lot of things as human beings out of fear, you know, fear like, oh no, because, you know, fear is a big motivator. But yet we do a lot of dumb shit out of fear too. It's like we made the atomic bomb, you know? Fucking, we split the atom, right? Big fucking marvel of science to go kill people. But when they made that fucking thing, they didn't know what was going to happen when it went off. And they're like, maybe we'll set fire to the atmosphere. We don't know. Let's just push the button, see what happens. Like, that's a big fucking risk. It's a big fucking risk. Can you imagine that being one of the dudes that was sitting there the first day they tested the atomic bomb? Just sitting there going, like the amount of anxiety and fear they had to be going through those guys. Because on the one hand, you've got this technological marvel that just murders people. You know, we split the atom, we're so fucking brilliant. But and then on the other hand, you've got like, it's a good chance it could kill everything on the planet. Like, let's fucking set it off. Goddamn arrogance of the Western world, right? Let's set it off. Let's see what happens. I had a good life. Did you have a good life, Chuck? I had a good life, Tom. I'll get you. And there's that famous quote by that guy. And you watch his face in that video, like then they see what they did with that whole atomic bomb thing. And, you know, he says something like, yeah, the fucking quote, I become the destroyer of worlds and all that shit. And you could tell he's like, what have we done shit in his face? Like, oh my God, we've gone a little too far with our technology and shit. We're doing it right now. We got robots coming soon, folks. Actually, they're already here. That shit they show you on the internet and all that stuff, it's here. Fucking here. Skynet. Terminators. It was like, oh, that's just not it. I'm like, really? I honestly have a weird theory that I think movies, Hollywood, TV shows, books, they all just kind of like, they talk about it because we're leading up to that point, and it's just like they expose you to it a little bit here and there, so we all get softened up as a whole, as a world. And then when it does happen, we don't all freak the fuck out. It's like that Google appointment setter thing, if you haven't seen that, where this fucking thing will call and make like doctor's appointments for you, and it sounds like a person and can actually engage in conversations. That's pretty fucked up. That means I don't know if I'm talking to a human being now or not. You know, is that a real person on the other line, or is that a machine? That's fucking crazy. That's just coming. That's what they're just showing you now. They're light years ahead of that. And when I say they, all the people behind the closed doors tinkering away, those same fucking scientists that were tinkering away with the atomic bomb are tinkering away with AI right now. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready if a fucking robot comes busting through the door and tells me I gotta live this way or not. I'm like, all right, well, I'm living a good life right now. So if that happens, cool. I'm not paying taxes anymore. I just, that's a joke. That was a joke, government. So, yeah, technology can be scary. The atomic bomb, but we do it anyway because we're fucking arrogant human beings, aren't we? It's like, this could kill everybody, but it could also help everybody. It's like 50-50 coin toss. I don't know. I just know that my life is all I have control over. What I put into my body is all I have control over. So I'm just going to take care of that and work on myself, my mind, my body, all that stuff. And that's all I can do. The rest of the shit, man, is out of my hands. I ain't got no fucking control over this stuff. I'm in this world, but not of it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So I think I'll wrap it up. Just wanted to touch base, but I think eventually AI and that kind of stuff would be a good topic for me to go down the rabbit hole for you guys with, and all that crazy shit. So, so much noise. What's today? It's Wednesday, right? Oh, fuck. I actually have to work on Sunday, but I tell you what, since I can't do the normal Sunday noon thing, I'm going to go for Sunday evening. How about that? We'll shoot for Sunday evening, probably like 5, 6 o'clock. I'll post it on Twitter and Facebook and all that lovely shit that we all gravitate towards. Social media. The thing that brought us all together yet split us all apart. Ooh, I could talk about that too. I guess there is a lot to talk about. Every time I think there's not anything to talk about, I start talking, and then here I am talking about all kinds of shit. So, all right, what do you want to know? Be sure to like this, share it with everybody. Follow me on all the social media sites. You know where they're at. Links are in the description below. And everybody, hope you had a good Memorial Day. It was hot, obnoxiously hot here for Illinois. We were in the 90s all weekend. And just like a month ago, we had snow on the ground. I don't know what's going on, but it's not normal. Look up in the sky sometimes, folks. It's not normal. But everybody live their lives the way they want to. I'm going to keep living mine. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Shoot me some topics. Throw me an article, something you want me to fucking give my opinion about, because gosh damn, I am good about giving my opinions about everything. Word. All right. Have a great day.